week on Council Bluffs News, storm cleanup. The Council Bluffs Recycling Center helps the community by taking in storm debris following last week's rain that led to flooding in many areas. Revolution. Rebel teamed up with Magnum Pro Wrestling to help create new chapters for the organization focused on ending negative self-esteem among students. Lights, camera, questions. Fourth Wall Films holds a screening and Q&A for the documentary River to River, The Lost Highway 6. And Stacy Schultz joins us in studio to talk about the upcoming Walk to End Alzheimer's. That and more, all on this week's Council Bluffs News. Hello and welcome to this week's Council Bluffs News. I'm Zach Harper-Blunt. September 23rd, overnight storms dropped several inches of rain in Council Bluffs, causing many streets and basements to flood, damaging many homes in the area. Deciding what to do with the material after cleaning up the mess can be tricky. However, the Council Bluffs Recycling Center is stepping in to help. After the rains end, the cleanup begins. And thankfully, there's help on the way.
We've taken in flood damage material yesterday, and we're taking it through next Wednesday.
The Council Bluffs Recycling Center aids cleanup efforts after storm September 23rd. In just a matter of a day and a half, a significant amount of debris is taken in.
Yesterday, I believe we had 33 customers and several tons, a little over 7 tons, I believe. Today, we've already had 7. They just bringing in all kinds of stuff that got wet in their basements.
It's easy to see why this amount of debris has been dropped off. While the Council Bluffs Airport recorded 2.6 inches of rain on the east end, parts of the west side of town reported seeing 6 to 8 inches. The decision for the recycling center to offer the free disposal to local residents was almost instantaneous.
So we got the press release out Wednesday afternoon as soon as my supervisor and our director decided that that's what we were going to do.
And this offer isn't just a one-time occurrence.
When there's big storms, it typically tends to be about once a year, either in the spring or the fall, kind of when we have some bigger storms. I know we've done it for hail damage stuff before. We did it in 2011 when we had the flooding then also. It's help people are happy to have on their side, and the CB Recycling Center is happy to offer. Well, yeah, and they're always really glad that we're taking it, and it's a good way for them to quickly clean up their stuff and get it out of there. It's still disappointing too when you get water in your basement, but they've been good-natured for the most part. The drop-off will continue through Wednesday, September 30th. It's free to Council Bluffs residents only. Others will have to pay $50 per ton. If you'd like more information about disposing debris, visit cbrecycles.com. Last month, we told you about filmmakers Kelly and Tammy Rundle, who were at the Western Historic Trail Center filming for their documentary about Highway 6. On September 27th, they make their return, this time to show the finished project and get a reaction. It seems like they were here not too long ago.
We're happy to be here in Council Bluffs at the Western Historic Trail Center.
Just 4 weeks after filming in town, Kelly and Tammy Rundle returned September 27th to reveal their latest film, River to River, Iowa's Forgotten Highway 6.
We had our first documentary here, Villisca Living with a Mystery. We showed Lost Nation, the Iowa here, and I believe we showed Country School, One Room, One Nation as well here, so this is like a second home for us.
Their latest film tells a story about Highway 6, the second longest highway in the U.S., and gives a look at the history the road carries with it.
Most of us normally just use the interstate when we're traveling across Iowa. And there's an opportunity to see something new if you get off on historic Route 6.
The stop in Council Bluffs is just part of a list of screenings of the film, all of which are located near the film's subject.
We had a sold-out premiere in Davenport on the giant screen at the Putnam Museum. And then we have a series of showings scheduled along Highway 6.
After the showing, audience members participate in a Q&A.
There maybe are some things that they've seen in the film that they want to know more about. And so, yeah, we have a whole range of questions, really, after the film showings.
And the reaction to the film is just what they wanted.
It's a fun film, and so one of the gauges of how the audience is responding is, are they laughing? You know, are they enjoying the film? And they are, so we're really pleased with the reception.
Kelly and Tammy are currently working on their next film and will soon edit their first docudrama. If you'd like to purchase a copy of River to River or any of the other production from Fourth Wall Films, visit fourthwallfilms.com. In news around the Bluffs, a presidential hopeful makes a stop at the campus of Iowa Western. Monday, September 21st, Senator Rick Santorum visits the Reaver Room for a town hall meeting. During the hour-long event, Santorum discusses his beliefs on issues and takes questions from those in attendance. One of the highlights for Santorum during his time in Council Bluffs, seeing Iowa Western's deep connection to Aceta Robotics.
Before I came here, I went to a robotics manufacturer that actually has hired people from Iowa Western. One of the things I think we absolutely have to do is work with businesses, manufacturers, and colleges to be able to have programs to be able to help train young people to fill in these jobs in the manufacturing sector of the economy.
This was the second town hall meeting Santorum held in Council Bluffs in a 2-day span. This was part of over 200 scheduled meetings for the senator across each of Iowa's 99 counties. September 2015 marks 50 years of job training for disabled high school students at Goodwill stores. The Council Bluffs Madison Avenue location holds an open house celebration on the 22nd to commemorate the anniversary.
We focus on developing social skills, work skills, everything you need to go out and get a job in the community. We try to give these students. We try to help them develop. Afterwards, we focus on finding employment for these students. If employment in the community isn't right at that time, we offer referrals to other services in the community.
Goodwill also partners with programs such as VODEC and Job Corps that continue supporting individuals striving to achieve their goals of independent living. Methodist Jenny Edmondson Hospital holds an informative class about prostate health. September 23rd, the hospital hosts a prostate cancer education program. Attendees pre-registered for the class and receive a presentation about prostate cancer and prostate health. Afterwards, blood tests and exams are offered. While this is part of Prostate Cancer Awareness Month, it's also a way for men to get the care and information they may not be able to receive normally.
While you may have a lot of questions for your doctor, he or she may not have a whole lot of time because he or she may be trying to treat diabetes, blood pressure, and things like that. And so prostate health, prostate cancer gets kind of pushed to the end of the line, and you may forget about it when you're there at that visit. So this is an adjunct or something to help men understand more about their bodies.
According to the American Cancer Society, prostate cancer affects 1 in 7 men during their lifetime. This has become an annual event for the hospital. With next month being Breast Cancer Awareness Month, expect a similar class to be offered on that topic. Coming up on Council Bluffs News, Revolution. The fight to end negative self-esteem begins in the ring as Magnum Pro Wrestling and Rebel team up for an event to raise money for local chapters. And Stacy Schultz joins us to talk about the upcoming Walk to End Alzheimer's in our in-studio interview.
Children, families, anyone is welcome, and we raise money for the association. So.
Schedule your campus visit today. Iowa Western. The world is waiting.
Hey everybody! Heart disease affects 1 in every 3 women in America, but you can fight back. There's no time to lose. Mothers, sisters, daughters, families, and friends, it's time to shout louder, stand stronger, and demand change. Let's go!
To the Batmobile! Dang it.
To the invisible jet!
Dang it.
Together, we can put an end to heart disease. It's time to go red for women. I could use your help. Yeah! Learn more from the American Heart Association at www.goredforwomen.org.
Hello and welcome back to Council Bluffs News. I'm Zach Harper-Blunt, joined in studio by Stacy Schultz, the Walk Committee Chair for the Walk to End Alzheimer's event coming up this weekend. Stacy, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
And like I just mentioned, the Walk to Alzheimer's event, what is that?
It's a yearly fundraiser that we do. It's 1.5 miles, and it's just a walk, like it says. Children, families, anyone is welcome, and we raise money for the association.
And is the raising money for the association kind of one of the reasons why you have this event every year?
It is the reason why. We raise awareness, we raise money for research, and then it helps us enhance the programs and the services that we provide to patients and families.
And how many people are affected by Alzheimer's?
About 63,000 in Iowa. 65 and older are affected right now.
Okay, and is this the first year? This isn't the first year you've had it.
No, this is my second year as the committee chair, but the walk's been going on for several years. We've had it in different places, but it's going to be in the same location as it was last year, the Charles Lankin Human Services campus here in Council Bluffs.
And for people that are going, what are some of the things they can expect from this?
We'll have a band, we'll have some raffle prizes, we'll have some vendors there with some information pertaining to Alzheimer's, and some activities for kids, and just fun atmosphere. Great day to get out and walk, get a little exercise for a good cause. And
last year was your first year, and you talked to a lot of people that probably went to last year's, right?
Yes. We have a lot of return teams and walkers that, you know, have been touched by Alzheimer's either personally or with a loved one, so they continue to come back, thankfully, and walk for us.
And they probably enjoy the event pretty much, right?
Oh, yes. Yes, they come to expect certain things, so we've got to up our game a little bit every year, make it a little bit more fun.
And what's the overall goal for the walk?
To raise funds, like I said, for research, to enhance programs, educational programs, support services, and then just to raise awareness about the disease.
And where is somewhere that people that want to attend this maybe don't have the information out? Where's somewhere they can go for the details?
They can go to alz.org, and all the information is on there.
All right, Stacey, thank you for joining us in
Thank
studio
you.
today. Stay tuned, more Council Bluffs news coming up right after the break.
The Mid-America Center is the Heartland's premier entertainment and convention center. September 27th, Papa Roach and headliner Five Finger Death Punch rock Council Bluffs. Then rock opera takes the stage with the return of TSO November 18th. Over at the Convention Center, over 200 exhibitors are on hand at the Callahan Craft Show. And October 18th, vendors aspire to inspire at the Wedding Essentials Idea Show. Remember, the MAC offers free parking for all events. Tickets, information, and more at midamericacenter.com.
At Council Plus Savings Bank, you still get personalized customer service.
We have identity-safe checking with LifeLock, identity theft protection.
You get personal mortgage lending to fit your needs now and in the future.
You get business banking with the latest technology because saving you time saves you money.
At Council Bluffs Savings Bank, you get people who answer when you call and local employees who are actively involved in our community. Council Bluffs Savings Bank, hometown banking the way it used to be.
You make me wear my bike helmet. Taught me never to run with scissors. And to follow the swimming rules.
You tell me to stay away from drugs.
To always buckle my seatbelt.
So why do you keep a loaded gun in your drawer?
How safe is that?
You asked them to follow some safety rules. Now they're asking you. In fact, they're counting on you. Never let your gun get into the wrong hands. Remember, always lock it up. Visit ncpc.org.
Rebel is a student-driven peer education organization based out of Overland Park, Kansas. It teaches students to be more accepting and less judgmental. Since its beginnings, it has branched into 10 different chapters. And this past weekend, Magnum Pro Wrestling teamed up with Rebel to raise money to bring a chapter to Council Bluffs. It starts with one simple question. And they are for Revolution. The show put on by Magnum Pro Wrestling on Saturday, September 26th, to raise funds for local Rebel chapters.
Rebel is a peer education program that's focused on promoting positive body image and loving yourself for who you are.
Founded in 2008 in Overland Park, Kansas, the organization was created to help high schoolers.
Rebel exists because there's rampant body image issues, bullying, and things like that happening in our culture, so we exist to address those issues and to create change.
Over 200 are in attendance at the wrestling fundraiser at Lewis Central High School. For Rebel, something like this is a first.
We have never teamed up with organizations like Magnum Pro Wrestling, but we're super excited about it.
And it all came together thanks to an interesting connection.
Our partnership with Magnum Pro Wrestling exists because one of our chapter sponsors, the one that's the chapter sponsor for Lewis Central High School, she is the mom of the owner of Magnum Pro Wrestling.
When she started telling me about it initially, I mean, before she could even say, hey, you know, will you do a fundraiser? I said, hey, I'll do a fundraiser.
Magnum Pro Wrestling's been around since 2011, holding numerous shows in the area. A fundraising event like this is something the company welcomes.
You know, we started out doing a fundraiser for muscular dystrophy for MDA in Omaha at the Firefighters Hall last January. We put together another event for MDA in August of 2014. And then just this year, we've done a fundraiser for a group called the Lolly Fund, which is for MS.
Saturday's event benefits another great cause, and with it, offers fun entertainment.
Kind of what keeps me going. Everybody seems to have a great time. All the first-timers love it, and it's great. See, like tonight with all these kids, as annoying as they all could have been at the merch table crowding around me, it was still great.
For Rebel, this could be the start of forming unique partnerships.
Yeah, I definitely see Rebel partnering with organizations like Magnum Pro Wrestling. Any way that we can help reach widespread audiences, that's what we're going for.
And for Magnum Pro Wrestling, a way to help Rebel spread their word.
Shows like this are good. I love raising funds for charitable things and getting the word out there.
Over the past 5 years, over 560 students have gone through the Rebel program. If you'd like more information on Rebel, details are available at rebel.org. If you'd like more information on Magnum Pro Wrestling and find out about future shows, visit magnumpro.com. Still to come on Council Bluffs News, there are a lot of animals at the Midlands Humane Society that love to go home with you. Meet them in our Pets of the Week. IWTV student Colette Stellinga has the latest on what's going on at Iowa Western and the Reaver Beat. Plus, don't miss a look at this week's events calendar.
Create new opportunities and expand your knowledge with Iowa Western's continuing and career education.
It was really intimidating to go back to school, but Iowa Western made me really feel like I could do it.
Our goal is to help students achieve success from education to employment.
Learn more, including information on extra benefits for Iowa residents at iwcc.edu/continuing_education.
Hey, going out like that?
Yeah, why?
Well, what would the neighbors think?
I see you! Come look at Mr. Feather! Look what I have. Mr. Bird, remember? Bark, bark, bark! We're just playing! We're just playing on trying to get you out of here!
Even still.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection. They need you.
Get your ass out! You're not in here!
Yes, I am.
Move! Give it to him hard!
No.
Every day, kids witness bullying.
Why you stab me with it? No.
They want to help,
Ow.
but don't know how. Teach your kids how to be more than a bystander. Visit stopbullying.gov.
Hey everyone, I'm Colette Stellinga. In this week's Reaver Beat, a business tycoon makes his way to the port at Iowa Western. Crafty students on campus get the opportunity to make a DVD case into something you won't believe. And one of the best pop jazz vocal groups in the entire world comes to the Art Center to soothe the ears of Iowa Western students and Council Bluffs residents.
Those interested in exploring the world of entrepreneurship make their way to the port at Iowa Western to hear this month's host of Startup Grind.
This was my first time, but it was, like I said, pretty informational, and hopefully I can learn more in the future.
Dave Kerber is the original founder of Agape Red, a local software group in Omaha whose focus is making ideas come to life.
I'm not a very creative person,
So I thought, I'm really good at programming, and people pay money for that. That's a business plan.
The monthly event of Startup Grind gives students and Council Bluffs residents the opportunity to hear the inspiring stories from successful business owners and founders.
So finding people who are interested in sharing and making that connection with students and other community members is super easy.
It was pretty interesting to learn from an actual business owner himself how he started and some advice from him.
Classes like these are a great resource to those in several different programs, offering students not only knowledge, but how to choose the best company possible to work for.
I love when students come because they learn more of the idea of how to get hired, how to get connected with people who could potentially be coworkers or internship possibilities.
Startup Grind, powered by Google for Entrepreneurs, is available to help anyone, whether you're a pro or just beginning.
And we have some entrepreneurs who just find such value in the events here that they end up coming back each time or predominantly throughout most of the sessions.
The rags to riches stories told by Dave Kerber are able to resonate with anyone on a personal level, giving them the strength to push towards that final goal of owning or managing their own company.
One thing that really stood out for me was to be nice to everybody, and relationships can go a long way.
All of our events hosted are free, and we would love to have anybody and everybody come if they feel they might be able to contribute and benefit from our events.
If you or anybody you know is interested in learning more about the Startup Grind or becoming an entrepreneur yourself, go to their website, www.bitwise.com, or just set up a meeting with the organizer. Jill Willard is always available at the port during the school week.
Students and faculty get crafty at this year's first Craft Club meeting, recycling used DVD cases and crafting them into stylish notebooks at absolutely no cost to the members. Whether you are an amateur or an artist, anyone is invited to attend and add a touch of personalization to every project.
Each craft that we do will attract a different student, and that's the goal, is not to limit it to just 3 or 4 people, but to take and open it up so everyone can enjoy it.
If you are unable to attend this Craft Club meeting, don't panic. The Craft Club meets once every month, and October's craft is already in the works. If you or your friends would like to take a break and de-stress with a craft, keep your eye on Rock or email Elizabeth Duncan at eduncan@iwcc.edu.
Crowds are starting to show up for the Impact concert here on Iowa Western at the Art Center. Impact is about to take the stage. They were rated LA Music Awards #1 Group of the Year.
The Art Center hosts the a cappella group Impact. The talented group is well known throughout the a cappella community, even winning LA Music Awards Vocal Group of the Year.
It was so exciting, and
Impact, not necessarily mainstream, still drew in quite a large crowd. Singing many well-known songs, there was no shortage of clapping and singing along through the crowd.
Come together and love the one you're with, and higher and higher.
The group brought in people from all over, but the fan with the most miles is Yunki, a foreign exchange student from Japan currently attending Drake University in Des Moines. His major is musical studies, and his dream is to be just like Impact one day.
I came to America so that I can go to the concert, concert of Impact.
Following their tour through the Midwest, this is the closest Yunki has gotten to Impact through his journey. The band learned about Yunki and gave him the chance of a lifetime. Though the song is over, the memories Yunki experienced will last a lifetime.
Impact's music is available 24/7 on their website, m-pact.com, or on their YouTube channel, m-pact-music. And while you're on YouTube, be sure to check us out. Our page is Reverbeat. Also, be sure to check out our Facebook and Twitter pages, also Reverbeat. For this week's edition, I'm Colette Stellinga.
Hello, I'm Terry Gatch Mills, and welcome into Pets of the Week. This is our Boy Scout. His file number is 17418, and he's just a sweet, active dog. He was brought in as a stray, so we're not sure of his age, but we know he is younger, at least a year or so. Scout is very friendly, he's very active and very energetic. He's very smart as well. So if you do have room in your active family for Scout, again, his file number is 17418. This next cutie was brought in as a stray. Her name is Bailey, and her file number is 17556. She's a sweet little kitten, about 12 weeks old. She has been spayed, and she's a wonderful cat, and I'm not sure if you can pick up her purring or not. She loves to purr and loves to sit on your lap. Our next sweet girl we have here is Liza. Her file number is 16612, and she's been here since June. She came in as a stray, and she was pregnant at the time, so we put her in foster care. And since then, her babies have all been adopted out, but Eliza's still waiting for a home. Again, Liza's file number is 16612. This sweet boy's name is Melman. He's been here since May, and we'd really like to find him a great home. Melman's file number is 15924. He's a sweet, quiet boy who loves to just lay in your lap. He's very curious about stuff, loves his toys, and he'd be a great companion. If you're interested in Melman or any of the other homeless animals that you've seen on TV today, please come down to Midlands Humane Society at 1020 Railroad Avenue in Council Bluffs.
Now time for our weekly events calendar. The final Main Street Farmers Market takes place Thursday, October 1st. On hand for people to purchase will be local foods, music, and arts and crafts. More information is available at mainstreetfarmersmarket.com. 3B Farms is hosting Apple Days at the Orchard October 3rd and 4th. In celebration of National Apple Month, attendees will be able to enjoy hayrack rides, games, apple picking, food, pony rides, and more. Vendors will also be on the site. If you'd like more information, details are available at 3bfarms.com. The Callahan Arts and Crafts Show comes to the Mid-America Center October 10th and 11th. It'll be open 9 to 5 Saturday and 9 to 4 on Sunday. This is one of Iowa's largest arts and crafts show, and over 200 vendors will be at the event. Tickets are $5 per person, and more information is available at facebook.com/Callahan Promotions. Thanks for watching this week's Council Bluffs News. CBTV is always looking for your feedback. Send questions or comments to cbtv@iwcc.edu. Call 712-325-3312. Or you can find us on social media. We're on Facebook and Twitter. Just search CBTV17. Remember to keep it here for the latest scores and updates for local sports in your community by tuning in to the Bluffs Sports Zone with JJ Davis. For your Council Bluffs News, I'm Zach Harper-Blunt.